in a kingdom dull and gray, where colors never came to play, lived little Dina, a car so sweet, with dreams that made her heart's dreams beat. One day, she thought with hope so bright,
I'll find the colors, bring them to light.
but others laughed and shook their heads,
You're just a car!
was all they said. The day had come. Her journey starts, with dreams that burned within her heart. No more delays, no time to wait. She set her course to challenge fate. But as the miles stretched far and wide, her hope began to fade inside. As evening fell, her fuel ran dry, stranded in fields beneath the sky. Just as her spirit started to sink, white smoke appeared, quick as a blink. A train approached with rumbling might and stopped to help her in her plight.
What brings you here?
The train inquired, as Dina told her tale, inspired.
I'll help you on your quest,
He said, and took her on the path ahead. Through wagon doors, she watched in awe the landscapes passing that she saw. Until at last, the tracks did end, and Dina thanked her helpful friend. With tank refilled and courage true, she drove until a sparkle grew. The sea stretched out, vast and wide, with no clear path to the other side. Then came a ship with sails unfurled.
What brings you to this watery world?
When Dina shared her hopeful quest, the ship agreed to host its guest. Aboard the deck, she gazed in awe at endless waves she never saw. By evening's light, she found her rest, dreams of color filling her chest. Morning brought a brand new shore, where Dina's wheels could roam once more. She thanked the ship with grateful heart and set off for her journey's next part. The path soon led to rocky ground, where cliffs and mountains rose around. The road now ended what to do, when suddenly a sound broke through. A helicopter's whirring blades descended from the cloudy shades.
How did you reach this distant place?
It asked with wonder on its face. Dina told her tale once more and found a friend just as before. Lifted high above the land, she saw the world, so vast and grand. Like patchwork quilts spread down below, with birds that flew in graceful flow. Beyond the cliff, she touched the ground and thanked her friend, her spirit's crown. A dark forest loomed ahead, filling little Dina with dread. But courage welled within her core as she drove in through forest door. Through shadowed paths and twisted trees, a distant light her eyes did please. A magical meadow bright and fair, with flowers glowing everywhere. Colors of every shade and hue, scents so sweet and pure and true. Could this be what she'd sought so long? The answer to her heart's deep song. She touched a flower with gentle care, and magic filled the very air. Her gray form changed before her eyes to brilliant red, a bright surprise. She gathered blooms with joyful haste, not one precious petal to waste. Racing back through forest deep, a wondrous secret she would keep. The dark woods changed as she passed through, to vibrant green, a forest new. The meadows burst with colors bright, all transforming in the light. Back to the cliff, she quickly sped, where helicopter waited overhead. Surprised to see her changed so bold, a flower's gift was quickly told. The helicopter touched the bloom, and colors burst like magic loom. Together high into the sky, even birds turned bright as they flew by. Next to the ship, she made her way, with floral gift for light of day. The ship transformed to colors bright, a wondrous, magical sight. She scattered petals on the sea, turning blue waves, wild and free. Fish and creatures of the deep in rainbow hues began to leap. The train she met along the track received a flower, no turning back. Transformed by touch of magic true, it carried her with joy anew. Back to where her journey started, where once she'd been so heavy-hearted. With thanks, she left the faithful train and headed home, her heart aflame. Her village came in sight at last, hope and fear within her cast. How would they greet her, changed so much? Would they welcome color's touch? The villagers stood frozen still, at sight of magic, bright and real. Dina shared her flower's power, and colors bloomed that very hour. Celebration filled the air, fireworks burst everywhere. Balloons of every shade and hue floated in the sky so blue. Those who once had mocked her dream now apologized with eyes agleam. For Dina's quest had changed their world, from dull to bright, now unfurled. True happiness filled Dina's heart. She had fulfilled her special part, to bring the colors bright and bold to a world once gray and cold.
My dear friend, the tale's not done. There's coloring still to be won. Some cars still wait for magic's touch. Your crayons now can help so much. Some cars are waiting, all gray and so pale, without colors to make their own tale. Ask Mom and Dad to buy tale colors today. Help little cars find their colorful way.